The conversation that's coming out of the Woodward book is it was so close. We had a deranged madman as our commander in chief. And but for brave adult General Mark Milley, Donald Trump could have launched a nuclear strike against China. And the story is how Milley saved us from the brink. Why aren't we discussing the war-making powers of the executive branch? This is not what our founding fathers intended. The issue is, why was it left to Mark Milley to decide whether or not he would obey an order to invade China from our deranged president of the United States? There are fail-safe checks in our Constitution. The president doesn't get to decide whether or not we go to war. Congress does, but we've taken that away from Congress. And so it was left to Mark Milley, a liar, an incompetent liar, to decide whether or not he was going to obey an order from a crazy president. And nobody's talking about war powers now. It's about how crazy Donald Trump is. We should be allowed to elect a crazy president. There are checks and balances to prevent a crazy president from declaring war. But we took those powers away from Congress. And now it's up to this liar, Mark Milley, to decide whether or not he's going to obey an order. Who elected Mark Milley to decide whether or not we're going to go to war? But nobody's talking about that.